What's up, people? It's Joel back again. I'm here. Do a little video about a few stories I got from a few Wu-Tang Clan concerts and stuff I've been to. Growing up as a youth and even as an adult, some crazy stories that I've been through, and how I met a few of them, and just a little more about my life growing up. And it started off when I was young. I heard a few songs by the Wu-Tang Clan, and instantly I fell in love with their music, and I loved them. And there was a time in my life where I would try to follow them and see where their concerts were, and and every time they came around the New England area, I would try to go see them. So anyway, so my first, it was called it was Raekwon the Chef. He was at Pearl Street. It was a nightclub and a bar, and it was in Northampton, Massachusetts. Me and a close friend of mine, growing up, this kid named Pun. Anyway, we were there early. We got there early. We waited all night. There was a few opening rap groups, so some underground people, no names, and they were pretty good, but all night long, we're waiting for, part of Wu-Tang to come, Raekwon. So, we waited inside, and, we got lit up before we went there, too. And it was probably about, I would say, 11:30. And I'm like, yo, Pun, listen, man, I don't think he's showing up. Let's just go outside, and we'll just chill outside for a little bit, and whatever, we'll take off, because we got a little bit of ride back, and we had a few beers and stuff, so, I wanted to make sure we were good to get home. So, anyway, so check out the W for the Wu-Tang. It's got my daughter's name written underneath it, Savannah. And, anyway, so raise your W's. And, so anyway, we're waiting outside. We smoke a little bit. We're chilling, taking a few shots outside. We were younger. I'm saying this concert probably, I would have to say, I was somewhere around maybe 19, 20 years old. So anyway, we're waiting outside. We're waiting. About 12:30 comes. We're getting ready to just leave and just get out of there. This dude's not coming. It's late, blah, blah, blah. Boom. So anyway, we're sitting there. All of a sudden, I'm going to say like a 1995 Dodge Caravan pulls up, right? It's like a dark purple. I'm watching it, and it looks all suspect. It's got tinted windows, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, the sliding door opens on the van. Here comes Raekwon out the side with this girl. He's got this chick with him. She's the little, thick black chick. He's with her. He's got his arm around her. He's like, yo, get out the car. Boom. So anyway, he gets out of the car, blah, blah, blah. And they start walking to the front door. I'm like, yo, Plum, he's here, blah, blah, blah. Nobody else notices this. I'm the only one, we notice this. And he's walking back inside. And usually, after you pay for your ticket, in a concert, you leave. That's it. You can't get back in, blah, blah, blah. So we're walking. I'm staying behind him, just trying to give him his distance, da, da, da. He's got a freaking 8-inch, it had to have been a Philly Titan or something. Pack, smell like some crazy dank weed, blah, blah, blah. He's blowing it. Boom, boom. And we're following him back into the entrance, you know what I'm saying? So there's this dude at the door, blah, blah, blah. He's, we're behind him. So he walks in through the door. We walk in like we're walking in with him. You know what I'm saying? So he gets in and they have hip hop downstairs and there's rock and roll music upstairs. So obviously he goes downstairs, right? Boom. Before he goes inside the main door, as you get in the building, he sits down on the stairs and he's sitting there with the chick talking to her, blah blah blah, and he's smoking this blunt. And by it's like 12:30, you know what I mean? And so he's smoking his blunt, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yo, what up? What up? He's like, yo, chill right now. I'm meditating. I'm about to be in there. You guys go in there and wait. I'm coming in. Blah blah blah. So anyway, it's pretty dope. This is my favorite rap group, and here he is. I'm talking to him like face to face. You know what I mean? So anyway, we go inside and we get another, mixed drink. Blah blah blah. We're standing there. Boom. 5 minutes later, here comes Raekwon on the set. On the set, here he comes. Boom, boom, boom. He does his thing. He does some things from Only for Cuban Links 1 and 2. He just did, a bunch of solos and, even some of the stuff they had in the group he did, but just his verse. But it was sick, man. Like we waited all night just thinking he's not gonna come. He's not gonna come. And boom, here he comes in a hoopty ass, excuse my language, in a hoopty Astro van. I'll never forget it. It was like a dark purple Dodge. No, it wasn't an Astro van. It was a Dodge Caravan is what it was. So anyway, I'll never forget that. It was sick. It blew up, blah, blah, blah. He ended up staying till like 2:30 in the morning. He did his thing, whatever. We laughed, blah, blah, blah. And that was kind of like my first little concert. I went and seen Wu-Tang, And then another time was, it was in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Giants and the Jet Stadium, right? And this was supposed to be, all of Wu-Tang was supposed to be there. Everybody. And so anyway, and this is at a time ODB was still alive. So it's crazy, blah, blah, blah. We rent a truck, me and my boys. I'm not going to say all their names or whatever, so... But me and a couple of my close friends I grew up with as a young kid, and, excuse me, and so we rent this big ass, it's I remember it was like, I think this was like 2002, maybe, somewhere around there, because it was a brand new Ford Expedition. I'm talking big boy status, And we had a couple bucks, and we went to the packing, got a few little drinks, and we had our trees and whatever, our other extra party materials, and so we get ready, we get up there, we're gonna get a hotel for the night so we don't have to drive back. This is all the way from East Rutherford, in East Rutherford, New Jersey, where Giants Jet Stadium is. It's like right near the St. Charles River and blah blah blah. And we're coming from, Springfield, Massachusetts. So it's a little mission. So anyway, we get there. We leave early as shit. The hotel's not, the concert's not until nighttime, blah, blah, blah. So we get there. We're there at like noontime, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go find a hotel. So we find a hotel on in East Rutherford, right next to, like probably 5 miles from the stadium. And it was like near right on the St. Charles River. So blah, blah, blah. So we get the hotel, blah, blah, blah. We go, and it's just sick all day. We're, gassed up, having fun, whatever. I got on my wool wear. I used to have all kinds of, I bought wool wear clothing, from woolwear.com. And before they used to sell them in stores a lot, like the wool wear. And you'd be able to buy them at Marshall's, blah, blah, blah. So I'm all geared up. I got my wool wear jeans on, my wool wear, t-shirt. I got my sweatshirt, my hoodie. I had the wool hat on. I had the Wu chain, I had the whole deal. And my boys, they had what they had too. You know what I mean? Like one of my boys had the Wu Wallabies with the symbol, and we were just all into it. Blah blah blah. We're ready. We're at the hotel. We're getting ready for the night. Blah blah blah. So anyway, they had the whole stadium, football stadium. They had half of it completely blocked off. Like boom. So they were set up like on the 50-yard line on that way, and the whole stands was half of the stadium. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. So you bought tickets for the seats, which they had chairs set up on the floor, which were real close to the stage, and then they had the regular stadium seating from like where the football stands would be. So we get there, and we're here early, blah blah blah. We wait, and all of a sudden you hear, oh, in the Chinese swords. We hear ching ching ching.